Welcome back. Let's start with September.
We got pumpkins.
Yeah, we do. It's nearly fall. It's fall, is it? It's fall.
Yeah, but here in Pacifica, it's summer.
It is our summer. It's amazing how the coastal weather has its own agenda.
And we told you in September about the Fod Fest, which just happened last weekend. And it's called Fod Fest, but it's always the most beautiful weekend of the year, pretty much. And it was great.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Perfect weather, amazing turnout, huge success for all involved. Great weekend.
So what bands did you see at the... I mean, you had bands all day here, but what did you see at the fest?
I didn't really get to sneak away that often.
I saw you riding your bike down there.
I did. I got back and forth a couple of times just to, see some people and see how things were going and see the action. The only set I actually saw any part of was Coast Tribe on the main stage, and Captain Bob, who hosts our open mic every week on Tuesday, is a big part of that band, and they're a huge coastal reggae roots rock thing, and it was well attended and big sound and big fun. Everyone's dancing around, having a good old time. So yeah, I did get down there to see some music.
Yeah, I didn't get to see a lot myself either, but I went out of my way to see a Brazilian percussion group that was playing on the stage that was just a block from here.
Yeah, by the IBL school.
Yeah.
I did see a minute of that. I was on my way to the Pacifica Bike Park event where they had the huge ramp.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I mean, just tons of percussion.
It was fantastic. I couldn't believe how many drums they fit on that stage.
Unreal.
It was hopping. They had the audience dancing, and they were mixing up the genres too. It was it was all kind of Brazilian based, but they threw other things in. And then over here at Winters Tavern, man, that's where I actually spent most of my time here, of course, CJ.
I'd love to hear it. Appreciate the support.
Yeah, and my friend Gio was helping out with the stage managing.
Thank goodness.
And, yeah,
he's the man.
He does a good job. And
Sean Conneries and Bond Girl, he was double duty.
Yeah.
Triple duty, considering he was the maitre d' of the affair.
Right. And all day long, indoor bands and outdoor bands, and a great crowd. Oh, and I saw you at the parade.
Yeah.
So the fest is kicked off on Saturday morning with a parade. Bunch of local groups, lots of high school marching bands, which more than I remember from the past. So hopefully this school band thing is starting to revitalize.
Yeah,
because
I
I
hope so.
know for a while school bands were not happening.
Yeah. But it takes a lot of funding and a lot of organizing.
Yeah.
I do love that, though. It's so important. It's great to see all those musicians.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a classic sound. It's so powerful.
And then, of course, Winters Tavern was represented in the parade.
We were.
I saw you driving by in the van. Who's driving that van? Well, you tell me what you were doing.
Yeah, well, I was pulling a trailer thanks to Krista and Special K Customs, who put the mermaid rig together. She spent a lot of hours putting the art and creativity into the float, where Greg Hoy was playing guitar and kicking a kick drum with a couple of our staff members as mermaids. And then Corinne's uncle Steve had his mini horses pulled by a wooden trailer, pulled by mini horses, which I think put us over the top for the parade win.
You won.
We did.
Oh, awesome, man. Way to go. It's the perfect way to end September. And now we're getting ready for October. So, CJ, I see you have the new scroll already here.
The Dead Sea Scroll of calendar music at Winters Tavern.
Tell us what's happening at Winters Tavern in October, CJ.
I'll do that.
Take it away.
Well, as you know, there are 31 days in October, so we have some extra days of the week. There are 5 Mondays, so we'll start off with Monday. The 2nd is Scott Guberman. Welcome back. The keyboardist, singer-songwriter of Phil Lesh and Friends, Terrapin Crossroads, and many, many other big jam band. The following Monday is the 9th with Stephanie and Friends, most of the group Wildflowers, another jam band, which is our Monday showcase. 16 is Aardvark, Bay Area Grateful Dead tribute. For over a decade now, they'll be playing the 16th. The 23rd is Todd Bugby and Friends. Funky guitar work, channeling the immortal sounds of Jerry Garcia, Todd Bugby and his friends. The 30th, we have a touring band from Jackson, Mississippi called the Jason Daniels Band, 4-piece roots rock, psychedelic rock, jam band. And that's what's happening on our Steal Your Monday program. All of those Mondays will be starting early at 6 p.m. Normal show evening start is 8 p.m. So Mondays are early at 6 p.m. Tuesdays, there are 5 Tuesdays in October. All are open mic with Captain Bob. Sign up starting at 7 p.m. every Tuesday, and featuring Pizza Empire with Party Marty, aka Pizza Marty. 2 of those Tuesdays are taken up by touring acts. The 10th will be Brad Parsons, Americana from Portland, Oregon. That'll be 8 p.m. on the 10th. Then October 31st, that is my date of birth, long live the Beastie Boys, we have Love Equals Death, of a California punk rock band with a couple of others joining To Be Determined. And the remainder of those Tuesdays are open mic, Captain Bob. Wednesday nights, the Hump Day Heroes. We have 3 shows so far. I will probably end up scheduling the 4th. Wednesday, the 4th of October, is a very exciting show. The Peculiar Pretzel Men on tour from LA. Two-piece Voodoo Mayhem, joined with Unwoman from San Francisco, a cellist, singer-songwriter, art pop. The 11th is Chris Barron and Two Secrets, Portland, Oregon, rock fusion, along with Roland Roberts from Palmer, Alaska, folk Americana. The 25th is The Permanent Records from Alameda, California, hard rock originals and covers. And that's what's happening on Wednesdays. On to Thursdays. The 5th and the 19th are comedy with our host Jacob Blazer and Jimmy Menezes. Stand-up comedy with acts from all over the Bay and all over. The 12th would be my pick for random and weird. Starting with Big Gorgeous from San Francisco, a dance synth theatrical metal act. Little King from El Paso, Texas, eclectic electric rock. Sweet and Juicy, touring from Portland, Oregon, fun party music, not to be missed. Also the Nasty Boys from Wisconsin, experimental punk rock, two-piece. So the 4 bands on that Thursday, the 12th. The 26th, there'll be 3 bands. Nine Finger on tour from Hollywood, California, a hard rock outfit. Dear Dario from Bay Area and Chicago, Illinois, is a rock group. And Remedy Feeling from San Francisco, rock and roll, to round out the 26th of Thursday. That'll be it for Thursdays. On to Friday. We'll start with the 6th and the matinee with our friend Cowboy Paul Hayward. Will be here at 4 p.m. That evening, the 6th, is Surfer Joe and the Reef Riders. Surfer Joe is the International Surf Ambassador. Real name Lorenzo Valdembrini from Livorno, Italy. He is the International Surf Ambassador who plays surf festivals all over the world. Supported by the Reef Riders, our own coastal surf music group. The 13th will be Sunday Smile on the matinee. San Francisco new wave post-punk group at 4 p.m. That evening will be 3-band bill, Inteniable, touring from Bordeaux, France, indie punk rock. Promotive from Orange County is a pop-punk band. Mamimi's Cigarette, hopefully I'm pronouncing that properly, from South San Francisco, emo alt folk punk. So that'll be Friday the 13th. The 20th, matinee, Adelante, Bay Area Latin Jazz World Music at 4 p.m. That evening will be 3 bands, one to be determined. Black Market from LA, touring up the coast with thrash jazz. What an interesting mix there. Tomorrow's June, the name of the band from the Bay Area, is a pop rock outfit, and an opener to be determined. The 27th, matinee, Lady and the Tramps, rock and roll, soul, and blues at 4 p.m. That evening, we have CG and the Stereo Glitter, San Francisco pop rock. Primo Major, I'm thinking more like Primo Major, San Francisco Latin indie rock. And the Starry Schemes, also from San Francisco, alt rock indie that will conclude our Fridays. And on to Saturday night, Saturdays. The 7th, we have our next big festival. Gremlin Music Productions and Winters Tavern present Raka Laka Laza. Music, booze, art, and pizza. 2 p.m. start to close. We have Gabba Gabba Pizza all day, all night. DJ Test. Art by Brimstone Designs and Noggin, with also 94 records in the house. 11 bands that day from 2 to close. Panhandlers Union, The Coughs, Critical Response, FUX, can also be pronounced fucks, pardon my French. TV Static, Nowhere Special, Hemmed Up, Dead River Rebels, Right to Remain, George Costanza, All to the Grave. That is the 7th on a Saturday. Don't miss it. The 14th matinee will start with Katie Fry, alt country pop, singer-songwriter, at 4 p.m. That evening is a 3-band bill. Deluxe Taxi on tour from Indianapolis, Indiana, a pop-punk band, with Afterbirth Cartoons also on tour from Phoenix, Arizona, a punk group, and our old friends, the Screaming Bloody Marys, Bay Area, old school garage rock punk. The 21st, we have a matinee Vince Charming Band, Americana pop rock outfit. That evening is metal. Ozzy's Backyard and Winters Tavern present Ozzy's Backyard. 6 bands starting at 6 p.m. Greybush, Gore Skin Coffin, Creepo, Dying Star, Ex-Vamin, and Shark in the Water. That will be 6 p.m. to close with Ozzy's Backyard on the 21st. The 28th, matinee One More Time from the Mission in San Francisco, Latin Soul Blues at 4 p.m. That evening will be the Bongtoberfest Halloween weekend with Rotterdam Sludge Bucket and, of course, Bong Father and Genghis Bong. The Bongtoberfest. All night Saturday the 28th. On to Sunday. Starting this Sunday, the 1st of October, we'll welcome October in with a bang. We have 3 matinee bands. Matinee Madness with Sinister Six from the Pacific Northwest on tour, garage rock. Radio Revolt San Francisco rock and roll, and our old friends Fuzz Attack San Francisco punk rock. That will be an amazing matinee madness starting at 3 p.m. on Sunday the 1st. The 8th is our first festival of the month, the Indigenous Peoples Day Music Festival. It's a 3-day weekend on a Sunday, all day, all night, with DJ Toph One spinning records between all the bands. The Flare Up from London, UK, a punk rock outfit on tour. Parade of Horribles on tour from San Diego, California, punk, funk, experimental. Medicine Jar, Bay Area post-alt rock. The 19, San Francisco punk rock and roll. Blind Pony rock and roll. The Golden Boots, Tucson, Arizona on tour, lo-fi alt country. And Gene Caffeine, back to the Bay Area, singer-songwriter. That will be an interesting 3-day weekend, Sunday the 8th, starting early afternoon and going all night long. I strongly suggest it. The 15th will start with the matinee at 3 p.m. Whitting Tennis on tour, pop rock. That evening, Sunday Night Mass with Tender Girl, rock and roll. The Bone Rollers, psych rock, post-punk, and Yard Couch, Santa Cruz rock. The 22nd, DJ Sid and Winters Tavern present the Pacifica Rock and Roll Flea Market, Halloween edition. That is Sunday the 22nd, starting early at 10 a.m.
All right, CJ. I got to get the details on this one because I've been to a couple in the past, and I have found some gems in the vinyl selection from the vendors that come here. Are these vendors coming back?
They are 40 plus vendors, and DJ Sid is quite experienced at collecting a really interesting mix of vendors with lots of cool stuff. It's always a big hit.
At one of the last ones, I found an album which had some of the very first recordings that Jimmy Page did when he wasn't busy doing sessions. He recorded with a blues, American blues artist, Sonny Boy Williamson. And this is an amazing record, an amazing piece of history. And that's the kind of thing you can find at the flea market. So looking forward to that one, CJ.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. It has been in the past, and I expect more of the same. 40 plus vendors, as I mentioned, all kinds of music memorabilia, music instruments, lots of vinyl records, vintage clothing, Hawaiiana, tiki, jewelry, gifts, books, videos, crafts, art, and of course 4 bands. The Insect Surfers, The Freak Accident, Surf Monster, and the Creepy Crawlies. That is Pacifica Rock and Roll Flea Market Halloween edition, the 22nd of October on a Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The following Sunday will be starting off with My Blue Soul, blues on a matinee at 3 p.m. And that evening with our old friend Joseph DeMarie of Idiism, his new project called Palace of Fine Arts. That's Sunday night mass, the 29th. And I believe that will wrap up the Dead Sea Scroll in October. Go out and see some shows.